If you've just started producing music, chances are you're feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, or just like you're not progressing fast enough. And here's the truth. Almost everyone quits in their first year. Not because they lack talent, but because they misunderstand what that first year is supposed to look like. So in this video, I'm gonna break down how you can survive your first year as a music producer and come out of it with real skills, real progress, and momentum. The expectation gap. The first thing you need to understand is your expectations are probably wrong. Most people who start producing think, I'll get good in a few months, or I just need the right sounds or the right plugins, or I'll figure it out quickly. But the reality is you're gonna be bad for longer than you expect. And that's not a failure, that's just the process. Progress in music production is not linear. You're gonna feel stuck for a few weeks and then all of a sudden you're gonna improve out of nowhere. If you can accept that early on, you already put yourself far ahead of most beginners. Consistency over talent. The producers that make it past that first year, they're not the most talented. They're the most consistent. You don't need to work 10-hour sessions. You need repeatable habits. That could look like producing for 30 minutes every day or finishing one track every week. And here's the thing, finishing songs is much more important than starting them because every finished track is going to teach you about arrangement, transitions, and creative decision making. If you only start ideas, you never build those skills. Avoid tutorial hell. This is one of the biggest traps. You watch a bunch of tutorials, you feel like you're improving, but your music doesn't improve. That's because watching is not practicing. Here's the rule. Every time you watch a tutorial, you need to apply it immediately. Don't binge watch 10 videos. Watch one and then apply it to a track. Also, focus on the fundamentals: arrangement, sound choice, mixing, not advanced mastering or niche tricks. Gear doesn't matter. At some point you'll think, oh, if I just had this plugin or if I just had this piece of gear, my tracks would be better. I hate to break it to you, but they won't sound better. In your first year, your skill, not your gear, is the bottleneck. Because you can make great tracks using stock plugins. So instead of chasing new tools, master the ones that you have. Your first tracks will suck. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Your first early works are gonna be bad. And that's exactly what should happen. Because it's gonna be through making bad choices that we learn what actually does work, what sounds do sound good, and how we can actually start to build our own musical taste. Think of your first 50 songs as practice, not releases, not content, practice. If you embrace that, you remove a ton of pressure off of yourself, and you'll improve a lot faster. Use reference tracks. This has got to be one of the fastest ways to improve. Ask yourself, are my drums hitting as hard? Is my arrangement too long? Are my sounds as clean as this professionally released song? What reference tracks help us with the most is training our ears. It helps us to actually figure out what does sound good. Without them, you're basically just guessing. Don't produce in isolation. A lot of producers just stay in their room producing their tracks, and that just slows you down. You need feedback, even if it's uncomfortable. Play your songs for friends, fellow producers, other producers that are more advanced than you are. And if you can, collaborate. One of the best ways for you to improve is to work with people that are much better than you are. Build skills, not just songs. Instead of just making music, focus on building specific skills like drum programming, mixing, arrangement, sound design. One thing that helped me a lot was dedicating sessions to specific skills. So I would sit down for half an hour or an hour and only work on synthesis or only work on mixing. Because the truth is, better skills equals better music automatically. Don't expect money. This is really, really important. Your first year as a music producer is not about making money. It's about learning, building skills, building a portfolio. If you focus too early on monetization, you're gonna get discouraged. Consider your first year as an investment phase. Find your sound slowly. A lot of people feel pressure to be unique right away. Don't. you're going to find your sound slowly over time. At first, you should copy, imitate other styles, study other artists, remake certain beats. Over time, all of those influences are going to combine to form what ends up being your unique style. Realistically, that's how every producer develops their identity. Avoid burnout. Finally, don't burn yourself out. You don't have to go all in every single day from sunup to sundown. Rotate between creating, learning, and listening. And take breaks when you need them. Consistency beats intensity. If you take anything away from this video, let it be this. Your first year is about finishing tracks, building skills, and staying consistent. Not being perfect, or going viral, or making money. If you can stick with it through this phase, you are already miles ahead of people who have just started. And that's how you survive your first year as a music producer. Just want to say thanks for watching. My name is Jordan. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing and clicking the notification bell so you can be notified when more videos like this come out.